Tubers, tubettes, crazy people. In about 20 seconds, you're going to see a video I've been thinking about doing for a long time. I've always wanted to just sit down, grab a couple of friends, and have a conversation. And videotape the conversation as it unfolds in its natural state. There is a viewer warning. There is a little bit of an adult flavor to the video. All right, here it comes. So Goldfinger,
That's a me.
what's the latest and greatest?
Okay, so I found a girl,
Yes.
Carolyn.
Yeah.
She's awesome. We separated and we got back together. Makeup sex is the best. She's awesome. I'm no more a womanizer now. I'm a one-woman man.
You're locked down.
I'm done. I found her. I found her. She's 31. She's awesome. Filipina. Sweet lady. I'm good.
So you're off. Last time I heard you signed up for a year on Filipino.
I did.
So that was a good move.
It was okay,
with a renewal plan.
It was $55. It was $55 for 1 month or $200 for a year. So, I'm Jewish. I save money.
So he's a Jew.
Yeah.
You got second year option for 25.
But you never know what could happen in the future. That's why I have a whole year.
This is like a prenup.
Yeah. It's a long time as a year.
You always have a plan.
6 months down the road. She said to me, I don't believe her, but she said to me, well, if you find someone else, it's okay. You can go ahead and talk to the girls. But I don't believe her. I think it's a setup. I don't trust her.
No?
So
So you're moving into this one really well.
Yeah, she's not living with me yet, but I'm looking for another place because I found a place. And
well, what happened to the original?
it burned to the ground.
You need to move over.
They knew he was
Literally.
coming.
See
They
it.
knew
Okay,
he
hold
was
on, I'm
coming,
gonna
so they burned it.
So literally one day before I moved in, and I spent about $60,000. What is that? $1,200 or so? 1,100. 60,000 pesos. I bought everything for this unfurnished apartment.
Yeah.
Had it delivered at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And they said, we had a small fire in your kitchen. Okay. Small fire. I says, oh, really? Is it fixable? I think we should show it to you. They take me to it. The whole freaking apartment burnt to the ground. There's nothing left. Only cement. Okay. It's like, what the hell? I have all my furniture coming in 1 hour.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that. So I looked for 2 weeks, and during the 2 weeks, they were very nice. They stored my stuff for free, and then they said they're going to get power to one of the units. They had 8 units burned to the ground, and they're going to clean up and get one unit that wasn't so bad that didn't completely burn down.
Okay.
So I can live in it temporarily. But it's been a problem because they put in temporary power and water, and sometimes we have leaks, we have water problems, sometimes I have power. These wires spark. I'm wondering if there's going to be another fire. I got a toilet that doesn't flush. I have to use a bucket to flush it. I got a leak under the sink where I found a frog swimming. I mean, it's just, you got to love the Philippines, okay? But it's only 12,000 pesos, which is 220 USD. And it's so cheap. I just don't care, okay? It's just so cheap. And, cheap.
And you wanted a pool.
It has a fantastic pool.
Yeah, that was your criteria.
That was it has the biggest damn pool, like an Olympic-sized pool.
And you love that thing.
I love that pool.
Good.
The apartment sucks.
Apartment sucks.
I'm looking for another place. And
so have you found something, or are you still on the look?
I'm still looking. The last place I looked at was 50,000 pesos.
Well, have you thought about bumping the budget a little bit?
Well, it was 50,000 pesos. I'm trying to negotiate. Everything's negotiable.
Well,
here.
you're really going to look at a 50,000 peso
because it's like $900. But
I thought he was Jewish.
I'm very Jewish.
There's more to this.
Oh, there's more
to it.
There's a lot to
it. Good.
So
I've been out of the loop for a few.
Well, it's 5-bedroom, 5. It's actually 6-bedroom, 7-bath house. So they said if you cut out 1 bedroom, the master bedroom, we'll drop it down to 35,000. So does that make any sense?
No.
But the master bedroom is very big. It's the whole top floor. Okay, the whole.
So what they're going to do is
close off the whole top floor.
Close off the top. And
so my offer to them, and it has a pool.
Okay.
It has a gazebo, and it's secured. And it's in a better location, closer to town. Really beautiful. I mean, completely furnished. So my last offer to him was 35,000, which is about $600 roughly. It's a little over $650.
About $650.
Yeah, and I plan, because literally 6 bedrooms, 7 baths with a dirty kitchen, with a pool, with car parking. I mean, it just has everything. And full kitchen and fully furnished with nice furniture. So the idea behind it is I can rent out 1 or 2 rooms.
Oh, geez.
I'm trying to sucker this guy into renting a couple rooms.
There's the Jewish
Here we
coming.
go.
So, and I can get my place
can't
for
wait
free.
this.
Okay,
Yeah,
you know,
I can't wait for
let's
this.
make a deal. Okay, it's have I got a deal for you? Okay, I can get my place.
You really want to live in a place where you're renting out rooms to other people, and you're going to be bumping into them
That's what I said.
and sharing bathrooms?
Well,
and they're
most of
gonna
the
be
guys
cooking
that
it?
come here are retired and old. They don't do a whole
give me
lot.
a break, dude. I mean, you need to tell me that they're not going to bring in their little Filipinos going to want to cook fish at 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, I just smell disaster on this, and
They bring in
you
the
know what?
Filipina and
You know
But
what?
disaster's my middle
I
name.
fully back the idea. Okay,
But they want
you've
their-
got my full support on this because I just can't wait to hear the story.
Yeah, it's ongoing. Oh, and by the way, I spent another $14,000 on a girl in the meantime last month.
Online.
Yeah, I met her online, and I bought her a bus ticket.
Uh-huh.
She never took the bus, took the money.
So 14,000 pesos, and yet you're shopping for an apartment for 12,000.
No, I'm living in an apartment for 12,000.
Yeah, you live
I'm
in an
shopping
apartment
for
for
the
12.
yeah.
That's my point.
Oh
is
yeah,
that you're paying 12 for a place that you live,
yeah.
that you have to sleep in and deal with, and that's because you're looking for a bargain, and yet 14,000, 2,000 more can go out into the atmosphere to someone you're never going to meet. I just don't understand the rationale.
I don't know.
Can you explain it? No.
Well, because one's a girl and one's a place to sleep. I'm never at home. I just go there to sleep.
He lives at
And
a
shower.
pool with a
Let's hear
shoebox
from
and sleeps
Daryl.
in.
Jeez.
Just get rid of me.
Christ.
Okay, kick me out.
What's going on with you?
I think I'm finally getting away from those ladyboys.
Finally. Oh,
Yeah.
tell the ladyboy story.
Yeah, so
So you went to the wine hut.
I
the infamous wine
I
hut.
get here, and the first Filipinas I meet tell me, shave off your facial hair. We don't like facial hair.
Okay.
I shave off my facial hair. So next thing I know is friends say, hey, let's go to wine hut. Okay, I haven't seen it. Let's go to wine hut. I must have I love ladyboys written on my forehead
Yes.
because I'm a ladyboy magnet. I can't get
Gay.
them off of me. So I'm sitting there with our buddy, and he's got his girlfriend that he's talking to, and I'm sitting there with the waitress, and there's a female bartender behind the bar, and 2, I don't know what to call them, guys, shims, hims, whatever, sit down and they start making funny
Gestures.
shapes with their tongue and sticking them at me, and I'm like, dude, I don't do that, man.
And was it apparent to you that they were men?
Oh, it was obvious. I could
Okay.
tell tomorrow. And they wouldn't leave me alone.
Uh-huh.
And finally, I'm like, I asked the bartender lady, hey, can you please help me? She just sits there and laughs. I'm
what I
like,
would
at my
do.
expense. Meanwhile,
That's what I would do.
our buddy's sitting over there with his girl, and he's got his girl laughing at me. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, you asked me,
So-
what's the problem? And I says, well, he says, you said to me, you text me, do I look gay? I says, do you really want me to answer that? So, no, he didn't have the mustache or the beard, and he
Right.
wore a baseball cap.
Right.
Yeah, I wore a
Okay,
baseball
and with the baseball cap, you couldn't see gray hair.
Right.
Okay, so I said, get rid of the baseball cap, grow the mustache and the beard back. He shaved it off because several girls told him it'd be better if he didn't have the mustache and the beard.
Right.
I says, that was the biggest mistake of your life. Now, that was my suggestion. So he grew it back, and it grows very fast. It's
Yep.
only been a week to 10 days, 2 weeks.
I grew
Not
up
very
back
long.
in like 4 days.
And he got rid of the cap.
Yep.
And what's happened since then?
Yeah. What's happened since
I
then?
don't know.
He's not going to tell.
He's not going to
And
mention it. I don't blame him.
I don't know. There's something about a starfish that turned into a seahorse, and then there's
Yeah, he had a starfish, and then she became a seahorse. You got the shark.
and then I get the shark. I got the. I'm telling you,
He's got he's got a whole aquarium going on.
I get messages at night. Hey, are you home? Yeah. Are you alone? Yeah. I'm coming over. I'm like, oh, wait, stop. There's somebody else is coming over.
So after fashion tips and a makeover
Oh,
by
but,
Goldfinger,
but you know-
you started hitting gold.
You owe me.
Yeah.
I just,
The baseball cap.
I'm from Texas. We wear hats.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
It wasn't doing it. The hat, it was very gay.
It was not.
No,
gay.
was
It was
But
gay.
here's
The
the
hat.
thing.
If you put the hat on him right now, it was gay. The hat. It made him look. He did. It just was okay because you don't see the gray hair, and
What is the rationale behind a
it
baseball
just-
cap?
I
And
think
gay?
he likes me,
I think so
but
too.
you know. But you know, let me tell you something about these lady boys.
All
I
right.
tell them,
Go ahead.
look, I want you to understand. Pay attention. Pay attention. I'm not gay. I've never been gay,
Mhm.
and I'm never going to be gay. You
Mhm.
understand?
Mhm.
And their answer was, well, you can learn to love me. And I'm like, okay, no. Oh, no, but you can't. It's an easy 2-letter word. Okay, I'll make it a 6-letter word. No.
Yeah.
Okay,
isn't that never?
they just don't.
Oh, that's fine.
One of them told me, shim, whatever.
Shim.
You can send me to Thailand. I'll have a complete sex change. I'll come back and you'll love me. And I said, no, 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 no.
You know,
Not
That's
going to
eight.
happen.
I interviewed a couple of ladyboys on the channel back in the day,
Yeah.
and I have a very, very good friend here whose girlfriend is a ladyboy.
Yeah, I remember
And
the interview.
I think it's fine. You know, if that's your thing.
That's fine for him
you
if it's
know,
his thing.
and when I did the interview with the ladyboys, I had so many comments of guys that are attracted to ladyboys, and I didn't know that. And I think they get a bad rap because I think if you're doing whatever you want to do and you're happy and
Yeah.
and everybody is in mutual agreement here,
If that's
where
what
it
they
gets
like,
where it gets crappy is when you tell somebody no. It's like a
Yeah.
Jehovah's Witness coming to your door.
I hear what
you're
you're
like,
saying,
no, I
but-
don't want your pamphlet. No, I don't need to read the
Yeah,
Watchtower. No, I don't. No, I don't want to be with a ladyboy. And they should just accept it and leave
Sure.
you alone.
Yeah.
But the problem was their aggression factor.
Yeah.
I mean, they wouldn't stop. I had the same thing happen to me at the Why Not when I first got here. There was a ladyboy that came over. I was doing the same thing as you. I was just minding my own business, people watching, and would not leave me alone. And finally, I just finished my drink, paid my bill, and left. I couldn't enjoy myself because of the aggression
Yeah,
factor.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't know.
So our buddy, like a week and a half ago. Hey, listen,
Don't point at me.
he's
Our
not
buddy.
him.
Our buddy.
Our
Our
buddy.
buddy.
I won't
Our
say his
buddy.
name for
Don't
his
point-
protection. But our buddy, he says, "Hey, we ate dinner." And he says, "Yeah, you want to go to Why Not?" Nope. Come on, let's go have a beer. Nope. He says, "Okay, we'll play pool." Okay, I'll go play pool. We'll go into Why Not? I'll play pool. We'll have a beer or two. We walk in there. We're playing pool. I sit down, and he didn't believe me about this ladyboy stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, within 2 minutes, this ladyboy comes in, sits right next to me, and just
Yeah.
does this.
He was a magnet for him. He was just total
And what
magnet.
about you?
And I was like,
Did they approach you?
Never.
No.
Never.
Huh.
Not
Yeah.
nothing. It never happened.
But you got past all that because you were really frustrated for a couple of weeks when I first met
I'm
you.
gonna tell you what. I
he
almost
was.
went home.
He almost. He was
I
had it.
almost-
Yeah, I'm not coming
Yeah,
back.
I didn't know that, but you almost went home
I almost went home.
Yeah, he was upset.
because no,
Oh, he's-
I didn't almost go home. I almost left and went to Panama.
because of the female situation.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I just
And are you?
I
out
couldn't
here-
get a Filipina to talk to me, but the lady
For love or
boys, I
money.
couldn't get them off of me.
Isn't that crazy?
And then this dipshit here says, "Take your hat off and grow your beard, and your goatee." And I did. Now I can't get the girls off of me.
seriously.
And I'll tell you what, I've been back to Why Not.
Yeah.
But I make sure I have a girl with me.
Okay.
Let me just.
And I tell her, sit with me, don't leave my side. And so a girl went with me, and it, don't you leave my side. But the lady boys will sit around and watch me,
Mhm.
even with the girl. And then the girl says, "I have to go to the CR." I'm like, "Okay." I didn't think much of it. She went to CR. Boom! I'm getting
Incredible.
hit on by the lady boys.
So you're
I'm like,
still. So you're go both ways. So
Yeah.
you're bi.
No. You're try. You're try. He likes girls. He likes guys, and he likes girls with strap-ons. Okay.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
We call him try. Here's the. I don't have anything against somebody being a ladyboy.
Oh yeah, right.
I don't
okay.
have anything against a guy that likes ladyboy. It's
Yeah.
not for me,
Yeah.
and it's never going to be for me. I'm not gonna. I won't change on that.
No.
Okay, but now
Like you said, they're
No,
aggressive.
I've never looked at a guy and went, "Wow."
Yeah.
And I
You
looked
didn't
at
have
a
it. Whatever
woman and I
floats your
said,
boat, dude.
"Wow."
Right?
But again, I just say that whatever makes you happy.
Yeah. Whatever
What
floats
I
your
don't
boat.
like is being harassed or forced or feeling pressured or uncomfortable.
Right.
You know, it's like when a dude goes up to a woman and it's odd, and he tries to make an advance or something, or he says hello, and it's like
We have a
she's
friend
not
like that.
interested.
We have
and
a
the
friend
guy
that
just keeps on.
doesn't
And
back
keeps
We have a
on
friend
and
like
keeps
that. There's
on.
one guy here.
That's just embarrassing.
We're not going to say who. We're not going to say a name, but there's
walk of
Teach.
shame. Walk away.
Yeah.
We'll call him Teach.
Teach.
He was a teacher at one point, so we call him Teach.
Have I met this guy?
I think, yeah.
You may have.
Yeah.
We call him Teach.
He sits down and and they wave at one of us or one of our other guys, and he's, "Hi, how are you? Come on over." It's like,
So they're walking down. There's two girls walking down the street, and we're sitting at a restaurant eating out, on the patio, and they're walking down and they're waving at our buddy because they've met him, and he jumps, Teach jumps up and makes an idiot of himself, and
yeah, come sit on my lap. I mean, stupid comments. Just
so
stupid.
they walk right past him and give our buddy a hug.
Oh, you said the
Yeah,
name.
I know.
Sure.
Give our buddy a hug, and because they know him.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hey, what am I? You walk right past me." He's just out there.
So basically, he set it up that they'll meet someplace else. The two girls were going on a walk, and he met and
Let's back up a second.
yeah, let's back up.
So he tells the girls, they were walking the dog. He tells the girls, "Hey, you want to come have dinner or something?" And they're like, "Yeah, yeah. Go take the dog back, come back, and we'll have dinner." So they left. And when they left, it's a table of four. He was sitting there, I was sitting there, Teach was sitting there, our buddy was sitting there. And then he left. And there were three of us. And I'm sitting here thinking, well, the two girls are coming back, and there's four chairs. There's three of us here. So they come back. I excused myself. I said, "You know what? I have something I need to do. I'm leaving. I'll go." The girls are like, "You're leaving?" "Yeah, I have to go."
Yeah, they didn't want him to leave.
So I offered my chair so that our buddy and Teach could spend the evening and have dinner with two girls. So I left and the girls stayed. I'm telling you, 45 minutes later, I get a text message. D, that's what I go by here, D, just the letter D. D, get your ass back here. I need help. So I'm like, I just replied with laughing out loud, "See you tomorrow." And the next day I was told that he irritated those girls. They wanted to be away from him so bad. And then finally, Teach got up and went to the restroom, and our buddy and the two girls made a plan. Well, when he comes back, we're going to tell him that we're all going home, that we're going to meet at a restaurant around the corner.
Yeah.
So he comes back, and then they says, the girls say, "Hey, we got to go. We're going to leave." And our buddy says, "I'm going to go home." Well, they got him left. Teach followed them down the street.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Now tomorrow we go to Sikior for the first time.
Yeah.
Bike ride, Sikior, taking a boat.
So what about this guy that's so annoying? Do you guys just avoid him
We
now?
saw him
Try
this
to
morning,
avoid him.
but we
That's
try to
what I
avoid
do.
him.
When I
Yeah.
Try
bump into
to avoid
somebody
him.
that is embarrassing, or they're kind of like, not my type
But
of
you know, you
person,
find a
I
few
don't want to get rude
expats.
with them or in their face, but I just sort of ghost them a little bit.
You find a few expats I've run into that you want to take a shower after you met them.
Yeah.
They really
But
are.
I think 99% of the guys are
Most
good.
of them are good.
You know,
Most of them
Every
are
once
good.
in a while, you'll find a guy that comes in here.
I
there's
had-
always a Looney Tune. in
He
the
ruins. He's going to ruin
Yeah.
it for everybody. He's just,
I had
he's
to
just
drag one out of a
slime ball.
bar 2 days ago, and put him in a tricycle and send him home. And then they tell me, "Well, he didn't pay his bill." I'm like, "Well, what does he owe?" And they told me what he owed. I'm like, "I'll pay his damn bill."
Yeah, like
Really?
800 pesos or
It
something,
was
wasn't it?
900 pesos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I paid his damn bill. I'm
I
like,
like, why? It's not your responsibility.
because he was drunk.
yeah. Oh, he fell on the floor and was all over the place. But it's those onesies, twosies that kind of make it look bad
Yep.
for all the rest
Yep.
of us.
Yes, you only hear about the bad ones, but there's a lot of good guys out here. A lot of good
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. There's a lot of good people here
So
from all over the world.
so you're no longer thinking about just bailing out and giving up. I know you got to
Well,
go home and take care of business.
I go home in 6 days.
in 6 days.
I got to take care of some business. I still have one automobile to sell. I'm going to ship some boxes, and I got my 2022 taxes I need to finish, which I can't do remotely. And then I'll be back. So I've gone from I want the hell out of here to I'm coming back.
So if you're going to advise anybody,
Um,
what would you do in a time frame as far as getting your feet on the ground and figuring it out?
Well, I'll tell you this. I was going to come for a month,
Okay,
and everybody I talked to said, no, that's not enough time.
I agree.
So I changed it to 2 months.
Okay,
So I'm leaving next week. I've been here 7 weeks.
Okay.
Next week will be 8.
that's good.
And I think 2 months. I would like to stay longer, but I got stuff to do.
We have another friend that
But,
came here. He loves
yeah,
it. He's been here.
and
He keeps extending his time. He doesn't want to go home.
Yeah, he don't want to go home. He's
Yeah.
from Canada, but
You know, it's just people come here and you fall in love with it. You cannot not fall in love with it.
I think you
the
have to have
Philippines.
patience.
Yes.
You have to be patient.
Yes.
Nothing happens quickly here. Once you understand that and accept that,
Yep.
you'll be just fine.
That's the key word.
But
Accept.
I'll tell you this: I've been here 7 weeks. I haven't turned the TV on one time.
Awesome.
I haven't
No
either.
TV.
I haven't. I've been here 2 months. I
No
haven't watched
TV.
TV.
And I get up. I wake up at 5 o'clock every morning, sometimes 4:30, and I go do a 10K.
Uh-huh.
Today I felt good today, so I did 11.5K today. I feel good. I'm losing weight. I'm feeling better. I'm having more energy.
Yeah.
I'm meeting other people. I mean, we got friends from Australia, New Zealand, Norway, Sweden, Russia,
Yeah, they're
Canada,
all over.
all good people, all get along. Nobody hates each other, you know, and all this. We don't talk politics.
Amen.
Politics are out the window, and that's really an unwritten rule. You don't even have to say it. We just
No.
don't talk politics.
No, it doesn't.
Every once in a
No.
while, something will happen that somebody reads on the news, and
Right.
then we'll get it out of our system and move on.
Right.
No
right,
politics.
Right.
And I'll tell you,
It's not a place where you talk about COVID. Have you been jabbed? Have you not been
Yeah.
jabbed?
Right.
They don't talk about that stuff
No.
here.
Because that
No.
just causes contention.
sure.
Yeah.
There's families in America that I understand no longer talk to one another
Oh yeah.
over a vaccine
Yeah.
or
Or
over
your-
a presidential candidate or
Yeah, your-
somebody.
These subjects
whatever,
we don't go
and it's
into.
just
We
like,
laugh about it.
That just
because-
goes out of it goes out of our senses here.
Yeah.
I mean, we're aware of it. We see it. We can read a newspaper.
I got a
or see
motorbike.
blog, and you got a motorbike.
Now I can ride. First time I'm street riding.
But you know, I talked to my doctor. I went and had my complete physical in January before I came, early January. And I talked to him. I said, you know what? I'm thinking about moving abroad. And he said, where are you going? And I said, well, I had a list of 25 countries, and I've been, vetting each one of them. And I've been scratching them off the list. And I've got it down to 3. He says, well, what 3 are they? And I told him, what they were, and the Philippines is one of them. And he zeroed in on Philippines, and he told me, he said, D, if you go to Philippines, you're not going to want to come back.
Really?
He said, your stress level is going to drop. You're going to eat healthier. You're going to breathe cleaner air. You're going to be more physical. And he says, here in Texas, I don't care where you go. You got to get in an automobile, truck or a car and drive. Here, I was in a hotel in the city center on purpose, and it's my first 2 weeks I didn't have a motorbike. It forced me to walk everywhere,
Uh-huh.
and that helped me physically. It's good for the heart. I had a heart attack in October,
Okay.
and that's why I asked him about this. And I told him, I said, I thought you were going to try to talk me out of this. He said, no, I'm talking you into it.
Now, has he been to the Philippines?
He had been here,
Ah.
and he has friends that are here, and that's what he knows about being here. But and I said, you're not going to talk me out of it? He said, nope, I encourage it. So to me, that
you do lower your blood pressure, and I know it for a fact because I went to the eye doctor a week ago to get new glass, new lenses. They did the eye check, and he says your prescription dropped. He says, which is unnormal because you're older. It's been 2-3 years since I did it the last time.
Yeah.
And I had the paper. He says, well, your glass, the reason why you're having trouble focusing and stuff is because your glasses are too strong. I says, well, what would cause it to drop? He says, well, it obviously isn't age, okay, because you're older.
Yeah.
So he says, what have you changed? I says, well, I've lost some weight and I'm living here. He says, are you lower in blood pressure? I go, yeah. He says, that would do it.
No kidding.
He says, if your low blood pressure changes, it changes your eyesight.
Huh.
And he said, also blood sugar and blood pressure. And I says, well, I don't eat sweets. Okay, I'm on a low carb. I'm on fasting. He says, yeah, all those things. He says, yeah, it changed your prescription.
Because you have lost a lot of weight since I saw you in Thailand.
In Thailand, probably 10 to 15 kilos, which is 25 pounds.
That's a lot of weight.
That's 3 months, say.
How about you, D?
I was up to about 233 pounds.
When you got here?
Yeah, and I'm probably sitting at probably 203 now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was at 190, and now I went on the low carb.
I'm on the low carb and
I went
fasting.
to 160.
Intermittent fasting.
Yep.
I can eat whatever I want in 4 hours. I fast 20. No breads. No sugar, no desserts. This is sugar free.
Yeah.
If I have a drink, I don't drink beer, but I will have a vodka.
Yeah.
Because I was told that's no carbs.
Yeah.
I'm not a big drinker, but I'll have a social drink once in a while.
So you've been converted, D. You from 2 weeks in, you were ready to take off, and now you can't wait to get back. Or am I putting words?
Well, I'm coming back.
He has so many girls he doesn't
So-
even remember their names. we had to put shellfish for their names because he can't remember their actual names. You have no
Well,
idea.
they
We
all
have
work at
clam. We have.
You know what the key is? They all work at the Krusty Krab.
And you don't want to drop names here, okay?
No.
So all of his girlfriends are shellfish. Weirdest
I have to
thing.
let them talk so I can
Or
remember.
sharks, or a tuna. He has a tuna.
Have you met anybody that you really like, or is it still kind of in the phase of where you're dating and meeting and greeting and seeing if you're connecting or not?
He's talking to who?
Talking to you.
Me?
Yeah. Well, see, I told you.
Okay, no
Okay.
answer is
You
okay.
can take the
Okay.
fifth.
You can take the fifth.
I'll leave it at this. I'm in love, but it's all about the weight with her.
It's 4-letter word, but it's with a U. ST. He's in
You'll have to
lust.
tell me
He's
after
in
the-
lust. He's not in
Everything
love.
with her is about the weight.
Wait.
Yes, she wants to wait and take it real slow.
Wait, WAIT. Wait.
Oh, I was
And
getting
I'm like,
confused.
well, what do you want me to do? Sit home and stare at the wall and wait for you?
I mean, guys
So,
are visual.
She's
So
a province girl, good girl.
Okay,
But
obviously.
yeah, and
He's-
those are the best, I hear.
Yeah.
he's got a couple girls that have the body to die for,
I've got.
and he's having trouble moving on.
There's 4 of them that I can show you bikini pictures. And
But they're a
just-
starfish.
and then they're
Ned.
starfish.
Starfish.
She's a seahorse now, okay?
She,
She's a
one of them
seahorse.
moved up to seahorse.
She graduated.
She bops a
So-
little, you know.
Yeah, just a hair.
We got a Maury Yale in the group. You got to watch out for her bite. She's a
And what
snake.
about your girlfriend? Now you broke up with her because she didn't.
I
give
didn't
you
really
any
break
time.
up. We just stopped talking for a few days.
Yeah.
Not a
So what was the
Tampo thing, but
what was the big change of heart? Was it
she
on
was-
your end or
she-
her end?
kind of both. She's busy teaching children and not getting much money for it. She's making 5,000 pesos a month teaching up to 6 children at her cousin's house to help them in school, after school. But it's 11 to 7 or 8. It's 7 days a week. And I could find no time with her. So the problem was, I says, hey, I need to find more time with this. So she goes, well, families first. I said, okay, I got no problem with family first.
Okay.
Okay. So, and then she has her artwork. And I says, well, no, that's your, it's more of a hobby, but she's got some commission work, but it's more of a hobby. I said, I'm all supportive of your artwork. In fact, I bought her some charcoal stencils and things like that. Then she's got the kids that she teaches, which is 7 days a week, all day long, and they drop them off and pick them up whenever. Okay, she doesn't have a
So
schedule.
what's changed?
And then she's got the dogs that she has to wash, 5 dogs, and 3 cats that she has to feed and wash. And then somewhere down below the fish is Goldfinger. Okay? That was the problem. Okay? I says, I need to move up the ladder. I'm somewhere between the kids, and your artwork. That's where I need to be. I says, I need to see you more than once a week. I literally see her once a week or once every 2 weeks. And I said, no, we're done. I says, unless you could make more time for me, and if that means cutting out the kids, okay, or putting them on a schedule. I says, you see them between 11 and 5. And after 5, you're mine. And we go out for dinner and stuff like that. Because she could never go out to dinner with me. She couldn't spend the night. I says, you got to put them on a schedule. Or cut them down or cut them out. And I said, 5,000 pesos is ridiculous. You don't even have enough for your artwork. What is 5,000 pesos? $100. Not even. It's not even $100. I says, you know what? I'll give you 10,000 pesos. Don't teach. Well, that's not what she wanted. She really cares about these. She really, truly cares about the children, which is very common with Filipinas. They're very caring people, okay? And they're really concerned and helpful. And it doesn't really matter whether you're Filipino or American expat or any expat from any country. Like if you need help, they open doors for me. In fact, the other day at the market, they took me out of line. Okay, I'm at the market. They took me out of line and they're talking. The woman's talking Filipino to Carolyn, my girlfriend, and she's looking at me and she's going, looking at me like, how is he going to react to this? Then she's looking at her and saying something. She's looking back at me. She's, there's another line that opened up. You know, it was the senior aisle, only for seniors or people that were in wheelchairs, and it has a picture of a guy with a cane and a wheelchair and a pregnant woman.
Yeah.
Okay, that is the line. They took me right in front, right, and she starts laughing, you know, like because she knows I'm gonna get pissed because we came out of line. But they're very proactive for seniors here,
Yeah.
Or people that are hurt. Like there's a a guy walks with a limp or he's in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And they're extremely caring. You know, I'm not kidding. In the States, it's not like that, as people know from the States.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
You a while back, you guys were talking about, this guy, that guy, this guy, that guy.
Yeah.
How does that compare to your life in the States?
They conform here, and they all feel the same way. That it's very relaxed here, and it's very. You don't have the pressures. You could talk to people here.
Yeah.
Even to strangers, you can just
Like
talk
this.
to them. Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of like
A guy came to us this morning who just got here, and he had come from the States. Do you remember what state he was from? Was it Florida? I think it was Florida.
This morning?
Yeah.
One was from Seattle, one was from Florida.
Yeah. And never met him before in my life. And we just, hey, can I sit with you? Yeah. Where are you from? And next thing you know, we're friends.
Yeah.
There's an unwritten rule of camaraderie here.
Yeah.
Everybody's here for the same purpose.
Yeah.
So I think that's your.
I say, come on over to Ground Zero.
Yeah.
We meet here every day. A lot of guys will come. We were there early. I says, wait a couple more hours. You're gonna meet a lot of guys. You have any questions where to go for this or that, or what the visa laws are, or anything else? Any of the guys will help you.
Yep.
Because now I just signed up for a 6-month extension, but I didn't know anything. I wasn't sure of everything and all the rules and where it was. Yeah, people took me there. They were so nice. Yep. Hey, let me take you. Yeah. It's only a couple blocks down the road.
Yeah.
It's a whole different world here, man.
Yeah, as long as
it's
you're
so
a guy
relaxing.
that just kind of goes with the flow, and you're not like the guy that was all aggressive, but you were
no
in a ditch at the restaurant.
Yeah.
Guys will go out of their way to help you. And not to mention any names or anything, but there was one of our mutual friends, again, but he got hurt the other day.
Yes.
Yes.
And again, we're not going to mention any names.
Yeah.
And there was a Facebook post on our little group.
Yes.
And it's like, I sent him a message. You sent
Yes.
it. You went.
I went and visited him.
You went and visited him. I sent him a message. He never replied.
See if he needed anything.
But I got information back later that everything's cool. He's been handled. And that was an entire group of people. And he's not a guy that's all that well known. I mean, he's just been kind of showing up the last month or so.
Yeah, he lives in ops.
Well,
okay, not going to say that. In any case, there was Pete. Now, Pete was 87 years old, and he walked with a walker.
God bless him.
Okay?
Yeah.
Sweet old guy. And he had a girlfriend, too. Okay? Yeah. A younger girlfriend. I'm going to say she probably was 50 or in her 50s.
But yes, he's like one of those guys where when I was first here getting hit by nothing but lady boys, I'm like, what the hell am I doing wrong? Look at this old guy. He's got a girlfriend. Why can't I get one?
He didn't take
he's a good guy. Yeah.
He's a good guy. He didn't take his medicine. He wasn't taking his blood pressure medicine for whatever reason. And he got lightheaded, got up to go to the bathroom, fell down, hit his head and arm. So he ended up in the hospital. Okay? Everybody takes care of Pete. Okay? Yep. Before that situation where he got hurt, now he's okay now, but before that situation, everybody would open doors for him, help him with his walker.
Yep.
People, the people that work at restaurants, stuff like that, they see that, he's having a little trouble. Can we get you a glass of ice water?
Yeah.
Hey, let me pull this chair over here and take your walker away and fold it up. Yeah. Oh my God, they do not do that outside of this country.
Here it's not 1, 2, it's everybody helps.
Everybody.
Locals, foreigner, it doesn't matter. Everybody.
This is such a relaxing place to live.
Guys my age especially are appreciative of that because we know that you guys know, and there's no judgment. There's no like in America. I always felt like I was just in everybody's way, and I was just walking too slow. Or I was getting confused, or I couldn't read the label, and it was kind of like people were like, you're a castaway kind of person.
There was some steps someplace.
Throwaway human.
Steps here, they're not uniform. So you could have a 6-inch step. You could have a 14-inch step.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm looking at this 14-inch step, and I'm like, I don't know if I can make that step. All of a sudden, next thing I know, I have 2 girls on either side of me helping me up the 14-inch step.
Yeah.
I didn't ask them. I didn't see them coming up behind me.
Yeah.
Let me help you, sir.
Yeah.
Because they saw I hesitated.
Yeah.
Who does that?
Yeah.
Here in the Philippines.
So I think this is actually, I don't know. I'm not gonna. I know it's on my channel, but this is fairly typical of the conversations that we have on a daily basis, which is the point of doing the video.
It's just
Has anything changed here? I mean, did we dialogue or script any of this stuff?
Oh
No.
No. It's just
here's the
us
only
talking,
the only
and
one
that's-
problem I could see.
Yeah.
There's a lot of expats coming in because of these videos.
I know.
There's a lot coming, especially the Dumagetti, which is making the prices go up and causing a little more traffic. Now, I'm part of the problem, okay? I wasn't the first one here. I've been watching videos from Rick Kay years back, 5 years ago,
Yeah.
and saying, I'd like to go there, and then COVID hit.
Yeah.
And I couldn't come until it, and since I'm unvaxxed, I couldn't come in until this year, maybe the end of last year. Even though they said you could come in through Cebu, that was iffy. I was waiting for it definitely to be able to come in. And I'm going to be honest, I'm part of the problem, but I'm not the end of the problem. There's a lot more people coming.
So do you really think there's too many expats in Dumagetti?
It's not so much there's too many, it's changing the supply and demand.
It's changing the availability of housing,
Mm-hmm.
and because of that, the housing is becoming limited. The prices are going up.
And you think that's all driven by expats?
I think it's a large percentage.
Well,
of
it's
it.
not just you. I mean, it's
I think
expats.
it's a large percentage.
It's
of it.
What about
expats.
inflation itself? Because I've noticed things have gone up, like food and all that.
Well, I think the whole world has had that problem.
I agree.
I don't think
agree.
it's specific to expats.
But I agree with you guys. I do think that us guys that are coming here are driving up the prices, primarily of rent. Primarily,
I think
we
so.
don't have any control over the food prices,
Sure.
and
Yeah.
that's going to
I
be
think
what
so.
it is. But rent, I definitely think I've seen that jack up quite a bit.
I mean, I
I
live.
would never in a million years see a place for rent for 50,000 pesos. I don't care how big
Right.
it is. And I'll tell you a true story. When May and I were looking for a new place, I saw a place for 50K, and I thought, oh, really? And so I sent him a message just to send him a message because I wanted to go look at it. I wasn't going to rent it, but I wanted to go look
You
at
want
it.
to see what 50,000 gets?
Yeah,
Sure.
I thought, hey, it'd be fun. Maybe we'll vlog it.
Yeah.
We'll show the world what it looks like. Within 24 hours, I got a message back, and they said it's been taken.
Yeah.
I said, wow, that was a wake up
Yeah.
call for me. That was like 7-8 months ago. And I
Yeah.
just said, good Lord.
This place, if it's 30, I'm trying to get it for 35. Honestly, they can get 35 from anybody because of so many bedrooms and bathrooms. It's
But what do
perfect.
you need though? You need a pool. I know you need.
I want a pool. That's because I like swimming.
Okay. Do
Uh,
you prefer the beach, the mountains,
No.
Dumagetti? What do you want? You like being close to Dumagetti?
I like being close to Dumagetti, but not necessarily in Dumagetti.
Right.
Sorry, I kind of
You're
bounced
right.
your mic, but because I like access to certain things, restaurants. 'Cause I don't typically stay home. Now, I like my home to be nice and neat and beautiful, but I don't stay home all day and watch TV and drink. That's not my thing.
Yeah.
I like to get up, go swimming, or at nighttime go swimming. But I only stay there for overnight. Okay, and I like entertaining, so this is a home where I can entertain.
I can
A
see
poker,
that.
a poker,
That's what I miss about
like
my
poker.
house.
Having poker at my place
Yeah.
would be easy. They have a big long
Yeah.
table,
Yeah.
a banquet table that has about 10
Oh,
to
yeah.
12 chairs.
Yeah.
Perfect for poker night.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Has a nice kitchen. It has a dirty kitchen, so you have 2 refrigerators. It's I
That
don't
makes
mind
sense.
buying the beer
No, that makes
or having a
sense.
bar.
That's our big
come
drawback,
over, let's
'cause
play
our
poker.
house is so little that we can't host anything.
My
I mean,
budget is different than most. Not all expats have my budget. Okay, I don't mind saying what my budget is. My budget is $3,000 a month, which is more than normal. That's what I try to work on. I've kind of gone over budget a couple times.
At 3K.
Yeah.
Well, if you get off Filipino Cupid,
Yeah. No, I said so.
you can knock it down to about
He's
1,800.
oh, I think he's on the platinum plan now, right?
It's not the cost.
I
of
am platinum, actually.
Is that every girl that tells you she's got a problem, you're whacking out 4,000
So
pesos.
What
on
is
crap.
10,000 pesos? It's not even
Well,
$200.
Okay.
So this guy tells
And there's
me
no winning with you.
when I'm having trouble with all the lady boys and thinking, why can't I get a girlfriend?
You paid somebody else's
Yeah.
bar bill. Come on, don't talk about
No.
me.
Well, that was
I
helping
was
out
just
a
being
brother.
nice.
He didn't even
Yeah.
know the guy. Did you know the guy?
I met him that day.
Do you ever think you'll see him again?
I don't care.
Does he even remember? No.
It was.
That's the way I. That's the way I feel about 1,000 pesos.
That's the thing. I get it, but I'm just saying.
You know
I would do that.
I paid it
before
forward. I
sent
feel better that he's covered.
Yeah.
That I got him home safely.
Yeah.
So he's
Good
telling
on
me.
you. Good on you.
He's telling me.
This is a good guy.
He's telling me about this thing with when I'm having trouble with all the lady boys and can't get a Filipina to talk to me. He says, "Hey, I went on with the Filipina Cupid. I filled out a profile. I woke up the next morning. I had 238 messages.
I did.
I was like, God damn! If you can do that, I can do that, right? So I get on there that night and I fill out Filipina Cupid, put it in my profile, put some pictures on there. I wake up the next morning, 2 messages. Ready for this?
Wait.
They're both goddamn lady boys.
They were, and he
Like,
quit it right then. He took it off his phone.
Screw it. Fuck this.
It was hilarious. It was hilarious. Now I got something I'm going to try and start. Okay, because I have a real problem. I know it's getting long, but I got a real problem because here in the Philippines I see a lot of motorcycles, and they hold babies without helmets or kids.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's very common for the adults, especially the driver, to have a helmet, but not his wife and not the kid.
Right.
So I what did I tell you just the other day? I'm going to start a program. Instead of giving money to girls I don't know,
Thank you.
okay, I'm going to put money. I'm going to spend 10,000 pesos or 20. I haven't decided, but 10,000. And I'm going to start a program where I buy helmets for children.
Awesome.
Now I don't want to give them away, but there's a possibility they can't afford to buy them. You know.
Okay.
But if I give it away, they don't put any value on it. So I just want them to pay something. I don't care if it's 100 or 50 pesos, but they got to pay something. Even if 50 pesos, I know they don't make. Some of them really don't not make a lot of money here. They only make a couple hundred pesos a day. It's pretty sad, which is not even $2 US. They work a whole day, 8 hours, and don't make $2. That's ridiculous. But it's true for a lot of Filipino people, and they don't buy the helmets because they can't afford it. But I bought a helmet.
I would disagree with you.
You think so?
They would value it because it's for their baby. And if you're buying a little kid a helmet,
Yeah.
and you saw them and you just gave it to them,
I'm going to
and made
set up
sure it
something.
fit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm going to
And
set
you
up
did
something
that
someplace.
one-on-one, and then you just said, "See you later, bye." I don't see why
You think they'll use it?
Why wouldn't they?
I don't know.
I mean, it's not like they're going to sell
Because
it or
why
throw
would
it
they even
away.
take a child on a motorcycle without a
Because
helmet?
they don't have the money, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
You're
Well,
right.
They don't
I
have-
paid
and
300.
look, they're all wearing slippers. Okay, you know how dangerous that is?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I used to do that like a fool. Now I'm full on with, I'm even like wearing shorts.
But you're
I
not wearing
can't-
leathers or,
No,
you know.
and that's the biggest fear I have is if I cling into somebody, God forbid they should have some kids on there.
So
I'm just
I
like,
see it
whenever
all
I
the
see 'em,
time.
I just
I've
slow
seen-
down. I avoid them.
One out of 10.
Yes.
One out of 10 children.
I want it to be you.
I've
One out of
seen
10
it-
children have a helmet. 9 out of 10 do not have a helmet.
Yeah.
And you know what? I can get them, I think, for around 200, 250 pesos a piece. Okay? I found adult helmets for 300. So I know I can get something for 200 to 250 for a child. And if I bought it in bulk, I can get, and that's going to be my program I'm going to work on. I'm going to work on that.
I think that's what makes it. That's what makes people that come over here better humans. It's the most selfish thing you can do because the gratitude and the good feeling that you'll have in your heart, you're going to be getting way much more from that giveaway than the people receiving the helmet. And I think that's a fantastic idea.
So that's what I'm. That's my.
Instead of sending it to some Trixie over on some island that's making up some story about how her goat died, all right, or she needs this or she needs that. Well, if you know, these are people that are in front of you. These are people that need it right here, right now, and you cannot. You'll spend your money, but you're going to see immediate results and gratitude, and you'll enforce and reinforce and upgrade the status of foreigners in general.
I think you might even be able to get some donations to help fund it.
That's
but I'll tell you what, I've seen as many as 6 people on a scooter.
Oh, yeah.
2 adults and 4
it's
kids.
ridiculous.
The 2 adults are wearing helmets and none of the kids have a helmet.
Yeah,
Right.
so that's what I want to do.
And
That's
I'm talking
my plan.
about babies, infants, toddlers.
Because we've all talked about it,
It's-
but nobody's doing anything about it. I think
it-
it's need to get maybe
I
I
don't
can get
like
a little support, but I need to find I'm looking for a wholesaler. I've talked to a couple dealers, but I'm trying to get it to the point where I get it out of China or wherever they're getting it from, and get them in bulk, and give them away. I'll give them away as long as they use it.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty confident, brother, that if you just went up to a family and fitted their kids with helmets, I can't see them not using them, or I don't know. I guess it would just be an experiment. You just have to see what follow up on.
Well, that's all. We'll see how that goes in the next interview. We'll see how far I got on that.
That works.
Yeah.
Well, this really isn't an interview. This is just a conversation.
Okay.
You know, I decided let's just film us shooting the breeze and let everybody listen in.
How long are we on to? I know we're way
You want to
past.
call it a day?
Yeah.
I don't know how long it is.
It's kind of long. I know it is.
I didn't pay attention.
It's kind of long. I know it is.
It's not like I put effort into this.
And you never said where we're at. We're at Forest Camp. This place is beautiful.
Yeah.
That's the first time I'm here. They have
Yeah, this has
waterfalls and barbecues and tables and chairs and multiple pools and slides and footbridges that overhang and look like a death trap.
The landscaping is beautiful.
Well,
Absolutely
I've
gorgeous
been
here.
coming here recently to do interviews with people just because of the ambient noise.
And it was like
You
less
know?
than $3 a person to come in.
Yeah. It's
What a-
180 pesos.
They have a restaurant, they have a bar, they have drinks, they have sodas, or you can bring your own picnic basket. I'm coming back here again. This is up in Valencia. First time I'm here.
Beautiful.
Absolutely
We've vlogged
gorgeous.
here before. Maybe I should tell May to come up and redo it again.
Yeah.
Because you know what? She did a video just off the hip yesterday. On Sunday, we went to the Valencia market,
Uh-huh.
and she didn't plan it. She just started taking pictures and stuff. And then she started walking around, and she was just taking a video of what she was seeing, and it turned into a video. That
Well,
she
you could
posted
Google
last night.
Forest Camp
Forest Camp.
in Valencia.
It's great for tourists. In fact, I ran into a group of tourists that were here for 2 days, and they recognized me from the channel, and they said, "We don't have a car, we don't have this, we don't have that, but we're going to rent a van. Where do you think we should go?"
Forest Camp.
And I
Absolutely.
said, "Go to Forest Camp, and then tell your driver that you want to go see Red Rock Hot Springs, which will take you by the Smoky Mountain, which is the guy that does the skiing coming up, and then there's a waterfall up at the end." And I said that would be an action-packed day. You know, you get to see
This place
Forest
is
Camp,
easy to walk. It's not
Yeah.
difficult to walk. They have nice steps. They have ladders out of some of the pools. I'm coming back to go swimming and bring my girlfriend.
I was not excited, but I was looking forward because I know you guys hadn't been here, and I really wanted to introduce you to it because you can get stuck in the rut of the coffee shop,
Right.
and then the walk, and then this, and then that, and next thing you know, you think you're not in a rut because you're not watching TV and you're doing different stuff. But sometimes it's good to just get out and explore and expand.
Yeah,
a
I'm
little
glad
bit,
you
know?
said to come here because
So,
this is very interesting.
I love to turn everybody on to Forest Camp because it's a great place, especially if you meet a lady and she's got a couple of kids with her. And then the kids can play.
Oh, yeah,
they
they
got a
have blast
slide.
here.
It's family friendly.
And you
can
don't
bring
have to worry
food.
about those kind of things here about having your kids loose and stuff like that.
No,
There's no kidnapping here.
no.
There's none of that
No.
stuff. You don't have to worry about all those things.
I was scared to death for children when I first got here.
Yeah.
'Cause I would see them roaming around, and I'd be like, "Oh my God, any guy at any time can come up in
Snatch.
the van and snatch." You
You
know?
don't
And I've
you don't
never
hear of
ever
it. You
once
don't
heard
see of it.
about it.
No.
God, it's
People look
fantastic.
out for other people
They
here.
sure should.
They don't
do.
ignore you.
No,
They're
no.
They're-
And when you're with a group, and like if it's May and her sister and a couple other women, or even guys, and one of Riza's kids goes running off,
right.
there's nobody that isn't watching that kid, and you'll jump up. And
Yeah,
chase him if you need
you'll
to.
say something or
Yeah,
say, "Hey,
yeah.
get away from that ledge," or
Yeah.
you know.
The only crime I've heard of since being here is of our friend.
Our friend was
and the guy that assaulted him was
well, the guy that attacked
Let's
us
was
not
another
go
foreigner.
there because I don't want
That's
to
political.
get into that.
But he
That's
wasn't an expat. There wasn't two expats
All right,
involved.
well,
Okay.
But anyway,
I want to keep that private for
Okay.
him.
yeah.
You know.
All right.
I mean, I don't even know the story.
Well, I was just going to say
but I
it
don't
was
want to
that's-
start.
it was a
That's the only thing remotely close to any kind of crime I've seen.
None of us were there when it happened.
Sure.
I
No.
guess is my
Yeah.
point.
No.
So we don't want to pass along third.
but it wasn't like two expats got drunk. It wasn't that situation.
Okay.
It was a gang member.
Well, on that upbeat
Anyway.
note, we'll go ahead and end it.
I said too
Any
much.
parting words,
But-
Goldfinger?
Come on over. It's okay. There's room for
Yeah.
more.
All right, D.
Yeah, I say come check it out. You'll love it. There's girls if you're looking for that. I don't have a girlfriend yet.
No, you have
I'm in
eight.
love with one, but she ain't my girlfriend. I don't have a girlfriend. But I'll get there. All my friends have girlfriends. I'm always the lone guy out.
And let's touch on one quick thing: economics. Cheaper to live here?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Just it's
Absurd.
Yes or no?
Absurdly cheap.
Half price.
Oh, less. I'd say less than half. There's some things that are 25%
I think it
of the
depends
price.
on your lifestyle, but I would say close to half, yes.
I mean, I'm renting an apartment for $220. It's a one-bedroom, one-bath apartment.
It caught
So,
fire.
but yeah,
You might want to ink it up.
we have
to
some
3 or
electrical
4.
problems. We have some drainage
For
problems.
the record, they burned it down so he wouldn't move in. Yeah, for obvious.
Thanks for joining us, kids.
Y'all take
Bye
care.
bye.